Well, hello, lovelies. How are you today? I'm doing great. Really, really great. Feeling uplifted and motivated and inspired and passionate. And that's super duper exciting. So, welcome to my lovely tribe. If you are new, my name is Kat. And of course, welcome back if you're returning lovely. Thank you all so much for your love and your support and energy exchange, of course, as always. Excuse me. So, as always, I'm just kind of going with the flow here and was super duper overthinking this whole message before I started recording. Go figure, right? So I've been getting a lot of messages recently about sharing my alienness and really sharing like my extraterrestrial galactic wisdom, if you will. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing today. So I wanted to kind of clear my space a little bit. I've been doing that a lot recently. So if you guys feel motivated to do the same, I would encourage it right now if you want, or whenever. I would do it at least once a day, but I'm just getting this feeling. I'm picking up on a collective energy, and I feel like it's my tribe's energy, really. Um, hmm. So I feel like I'm picking up on my tribe's energy here, and we're ascending really quickly, family. We really are. Also, I just want to say I hope y'all are hearing me okay. I just got a new mic. Just very, very, very excited to use. I love me some Palo Santo. Smells so good. It's so cleansing. I use this more than I use my white sage, to be completely honest with you. As I always am. I know I say that a lot. I notice that when I watch my videos before I post them, I'm always like, to be completely honest, to be completely honest. I just want you guys to know that I'm being honest here. I'm not lying. But yeah, I love Palo Santo. It's very, very cleansing to the aura. So, and just cleansing in general, clear that energy a lot. Not just because I feel like as we're ascending, like I've mentioned in prior videos about psychic attacks or parasites, inorganic, self-serving beings wanting to siphon that energy, stop the progress of this ascension. You're going to want to cleanse your space, not just because of that, but also to make room for new and beautiful things. And as you can see on my mic, my green light is just like boom. I actually did a little test video just to make sure everything sounded okay, and my green light was not showing up like this as bright as it is now. So that's telling me something here, which is funny because I've just recently, within the last few weeks, going through all of the stuff that I have been and just getting all of these insane downloads, which just get crazier and crazier. I've been feeling a lot of that red light, yellow light energy. It was very much red light energy, and then shifted into the yellow light energy within the last week, and then now, I've been getting this feeling within the last couple of days, but more so just today. Like I said, I'm feeling really, really good, really inspired. Just feeling a lot of that green light energy. So I'm curious to see if you guys are feeling the same way in your life, in whatever aspect that shows up. For me, it comes in a lot of different uh, forms, I guess you could say. But for me, ultimately, it's a whole package kind of a thing. So when I'm listening to like collective messages or readings or something, and they're saying, you know, this could be this or this could be that, or this could be pertaining to this situation. I don't really know what it is. Take it as it resonates. For me, I'm like, well, it's really this, all of this. It's a whole package deal, much like me. um, so yeah, so where to start? Sharing my intergalactic wisdom. Well, I've mentioned once. I'm going to be doing that. I really am feeling very called to do that. I have been inundated with messages about leading and teaching, and I've had those feelings for a really long time, but I guess I never really believed it. When I started on this journey of healing and everything, um, I didn't see this. I didn't see this for my future in any way. Not even when I decided to get my Reiki certification. That was all about helping myself and my family and my animals. I never saw myself opening a practice, and you know, the visions that I've had with all of that. It's really really insane. Oh my goodness. I have had the craziest neck and head pain for like the last few days. Gotta love these ascension symptoms, right? So I will be sharing more of my knowledge, but I think mostly with this video, I wanted to kind of touch on how this all came about for me. Like, what does acknowledging your ancient galactic lineage look like? And I think we've already established that a lot of the stuff that is going to come out of my mouth is going to sound really really crazy to some people, but for others it's really going to resonate. So, and I feel like if you're in my tribe, you're going to resonate with that. I just get this feeling that you're high level souls, very high level. Um, I feel like I could be leading some angelic humans here, but I really more feel like those are the ones that I'm helping to heal, to help clean this energetic slate that we all have kind of like, you know, we've all kind of accumulated this baggage we've accumulated over however many years and everything. Really helping those people to kind of clean their slate so they can remember who they are, remember what their purpose is, what their mission is, so on and so forth. But my tribe, I feel like my tribe is very much star seeds and light workers and high level souls. Beings that have been around for a really 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 long time, and you know, like I said, you know, we're collectively all here to assist with this ascension. Pardon me, I'm going to be rubbing my neck, I feel like, a lot, because it's really an energy thing. I think I've noticed that like I more and more energy is coming through. I'm even feeling it right now. Like, I actually need to take a second and take a breath, like take a few deep breaths. Join me if you would like to. Hey, huh, that was nice. Um, so yeah, I feel like we all have probably pretty decent sized missions when it comes to this whole ascension process. And like I've mentioned, it's not just a personal ascension; it's a collective ascension, and also the Earth's ascension. And this is because of cycles. I that's extensive. I won't really go into that, but basically the reason being, the reason why we're going through what we're going through right now is because we've ended a psychic. That's interesting. A cycle. A cause. It's because I was going to say cosmic, where it's like we're ending like it's a cosmic cycle and then starting something new. So we're able to shift out of this like lower vibrational density that we've been in for such a long time, and we're able to shift into something higher where it's basically abundance and bliss and harmony. And who the heck doesn't want that? I know I do. Like I've been craving that my whole life. From childhood, I've always looked around and felt like this chaos is just, this is just not right. It is just not right. That's how I've always felt. But so how I really discovered this, how this came about. I've mentioned before my healing process, my journey, how it led me to a healing modality called the emotion code, releasing all of this energetic baggage. Um, yeah, it's a lot, but the things that happen when you go through that process are crazy. So I've mentioned how I started to feel this resonance in my chest, and it's a pressure. And it's funny because I only felt it in this part, like where my heart chakra is, since really awakening and opening my high heart chakra, which is right here. I guess I didn't even know about this. um, I've been feeling a lot of resonance up in this area too, which is not my throat. It's my high heart. And but it's generally in this area, this chesty area, where I feel this resonance. And so for me, that is my truth. Even if I don't have my pendulum nearby, or I don't have oracle cards or whatever, I don't have a reading to listen to get a message, that is what I trust. So when I was going through this process, I want to say it was the very first time I went in and had a session. I had a heart wall, and that's just energy, low vibrational energy that creates a wall, an energetic wall around your heart space. So what that looks like is you really can't, it's hard to decipher between your ego and your intuition. And that was like my struggle my whole life. Like, oh my God, I have these two voices in my head and I don't know which one to listen to, and they're opposing. Well, if only somebody had told me your ego's the negative voice, don't listen, things would have happened sooner. But they're not supposed to, because everything is all about divine, not even divine timing. It's about divine energetic balance, divine energetic alignment. Yes, that. So, excuse me. So, yeah, the heart wall, it basically it makes it very difficult to hear your truth, to hear your intuition. So the very first session I went in, I cleared like 70, almost 75% of my heart wall. Within, I want to say 48 hours, I started to feel the resonance in my chest, and I was like, what the F is this? This hurts. Like sometimes, like as I speak now, as I'm speaking my truth, I'm always feeling the resonance in my chest. It's right about here. Um, so yeah, um, about 75%. And I started to feel this feeling, and I'm like, and then I started to discover like, oh my gosh, this is my truth. I'm hearing my intuition. And I was like, like I cried. I mean, need some more water. Oh no, I'm feeling that tickle. Excuse me, guys. I cried. I cried because I was like, holy shit. Finally. finally, I know what my intuition is. Like, I know what that sounds like. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. After feeling so many different things throughout my life, good and bad, mine and other people's, finally hearing my intuition, my truth, my genuine, authentic freaking truth. Oh my gosh, I bawled my eyes out. Beautiful. So beautiful. I wish this for everybody, literally everybody. Even the what people would call the darkest of souls, the meanest of people, the worst of narcissists, I pray for this for everybody. And even the people that have caused me the most harm, if they came to me and were like, Kat, can you help me? I'm desperate. Can you help me? Like anything. Fuck yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love you. And by the way, everybody, anybody watching, if nobody has told you today, I fucking love you. I do. I fucking love you. 100% genuine. But let me get back to that. Back on track. So, the second, the second session that I had, we start going back and, gosh, I want to say it was hundreds of generations. We're pulling up these emotions and we're going back hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of generations. And Michelle looks at me and she's just like, how fucking old is humanity? And she's like, okay. And she just goes based off of an intuitive hit of asking if this, if all of these trapped emotions or a bunch of these trapped emotions that are coming up are basically otherworldly, off planet. And sure as shit, sure as shit, so many of them. So this is what really kind of triggered everything. And it was confirmation for me because if you guys have caught one of my other videos, I'd mentioned reading The Bringers of the Dawn, which is a book that's written by a woman, but actually I think she works with two other women, and she's channeling Pleiadians. And they're, explaining basically all of this stuff that's happening right now, this shift in consciousness and all this stuff. And so that was really confirmation for me. And it really just led to this crazy journey that I've been on, which I'll skip a bunch of details, but in so many words, it's led to like me really trusting my intuition more, trusting that feeling, which actually I got that before I even started using any kind of like divination tools. I guess that's what they would be called, divination tools, like cards and crystals, my pendulum and stuff, which, by the way, crystals. I love to have these here when I'm like channeling messages because I really feel like they I don't have the words, but they help. And that's what they're supposed to do, right? So yeah, I really, it just led to me like trusting my intuition so much more. And recently, like I said, within the last few weeks, I have been getting some crazy freaking downloads. And it's just there's so much coming through that with all of the physical evidence I've gotten with things, the validation I've gotten from the people in my life, not just, my mom, my main supporter, but other people in my life, validation from you guys, validation from other videos I've watched and comments I've read from other people. There are so many of us out here. So it's just like with all of that validation, these things that are coming through, as crazy as they might sound, I literally can't, I just can't deny it. I can't deny it. So a lot of what's been coming through is this ancient wisdom. And it's funny to me because, upon discovering all of this with that second session that I had with my healer, She, my healer, my sister from another mister. I just have to say that. I love her so much. um, she recommended this video to me, and it was this woman. It was a workshop that she was doing, but this one video, and it was titled Metatronics. And this woman by the name of Ashiana Dean, and she channels messages. She does not technically channel other beings. So what I mean by that is, like, she doesn't allow other beings, other energies to use her body to communicate with her. Like, if there's any type of communication, the only way that she allows it, like the only way it's permissible, is through psychic downloads. So like visions or, stuff like that. That's basically how I get all of my communications. I'm very clear with my guides. Like, if you want to communicate with me, you don't get to utilize my body. This is mine. She's mine. Okay. This is my avatar. You can communicate with me through, of course, music, music, my cards, readings, and then, my pendulum. So she had some really profound messages, and they sounded kind of crazy at first, but the way that they resonated with me, like the way what I was feeling in my chest, I was like, oh man, this sounds crazy, but I can't deny this. And I will be sharing some of those stories, like I said. But she was what really started it, because essentially the knowledge that she gets, she communicates directly with this group of beings called the Emerald Covenant, and they guard the Emerald Tablets. And what the Emerald Tablets hold is basically the divine blueprint that is and makes up the entire design of our whole universe. And so the creation of this covenant is basically to protect that divine blueprint. And the knowledge that she has, the downloads that she's gotten from this federation, if you will, not really a federation, but this group of beings, is that our universe is actually so much older, so much older than what our modern day scientists say, which I don't quote me, but I think it's like 6 billion or something like that. It's actually like almost a trillion. Just going to let that sink in for a minute. So when I say ancient lineage, I don't mean billions of years. I mean hundreds of billions of years old. And I feel this. It's not just a resonance in my chest that I feel. From the time I was a small child, I've always felt this utter exhaustion. Like, I have just been living and living and living and just doing this stuff for so long. So yeah, that's how that all kind of came through. And then I continue to get more and more and more. And I was going through a little phase here within the last week. Sorry, guys, I have to keep clearing my throat here. It's almost like I'm not supposed to get some information out or something, right? Interesting. Now that I decide to, I've been feeling very hesitant about speaking my truth and being authentic. And for fear of judgment and fear of persecution, but mostly judgment and non-acceptance. And I'm at the point where I don't care. And what I mean by that is that I don't give energy to that. Like, I've kind of changed the meaning of the words "I don't care" to I'm not putting energy to that, into that. And so it's like I don't put energy into the thoughts and the opinions of other people when it comes to me and how they view me, because the only thing that matters is how I view me. And I love myself unconditionally, which is beautiful, because that also allows me to unconditionally love everybody else. So when I say I love you guys, I freaking mean it. Even if we don't actually like know each other in this 3D, 4D reality, 4D, it's actually 4D. Um, I still do. Um, because I know that we are all connected. I know that we are all one. We all mirror each other. Even though we are still that separate, our own separate fractal of this beautiful big disco ball, we're still a part of that one source. So, yeah, I mean, I know I don't need to tell you guys this, but I feel like it's just a good reminder that we do reflect each other. We do mirror each other. So, I guess look at it this way when it comes to self-talk. You wouldn't talk to a small child the way that you so negatively talk to your inner child. You wouldn't. When you really think about it, you wouldn't. Unless you're a narcissist, which most likely, if you're a narcissist, you're not on my page. You're not on my channel. And if you are, you must just be curious, but probably not really resonating with all of these messages. But either way, I digress. Um, yeah, just really, really remember that. And this is, as always, for me too, because I'm really doing everything that I can to show my inner child so much love because she really deserves it. All of our inner children deserve this. And like I mentioned before, I have been wanting a trampoline for so long, and I just, on a whim, I just bought one. And you know what? It just came in today. So exciting. I have to figure out how to put it all together, but you know what? I don't even care. I'm going to do it because that is what following our passions is literally all about. Do the things that excite you, please. Please. Not even, I mean, yes, this is for a collective reason, but like even just for your own passion, your own happiness. Do what makes you happy, please. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Nothing else is coming through. So yeah, I had some other stuff out here, but you know, it was like if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. I'll leave for another time. So yeah. But as always, to my lovelies, love, light, and blessings. And if you haven't already and you want to join our lovely tribe, please subscribe. But if not, I'm so, so grateful that you stopped by for this message. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day.